Hello, my loves. So I don't know what's happening with technology today, specifically Instagram and Facebook. I'm talking to you. But there are a lot of glitches. So I am recording this instead to upload. So what I really wanted to share today, I know that we already went live this morning and did live Reiki. Thank you to everyone who watched live or watched the replay. So here's the thing. I wanted to go live today because tomorrow is all about generational healing inside of quantum Reiki and hypnosis. And we've been having a lot of fun in that program, but also we've been having a lot of emotional breakthroughs. So last week, we were discussing generational healing and how our trauma can be passed down via our genes and DNA, even in our brain. We were discussing things like the Holocaust, 9/11, and how these markers for PTSD will live inside of the cells of those future generations, even though they never experienced that first original trauma. Okay. So that jump started a conversation. One of my clients in there said, "Have you ever heard of the study of tears?" Never did. So clearly, I had to look it up. And that's what I want to share with you today. So obviously, we know that energy is created through things like thought, beliefs, the words that we speak. But what about releasing? Okay. How do we release our energy, right? If you work on or if you work with me one-on-one, then you know that we release energy through journaling, that we release it through meditation, that we release it through Reiki. But did you know that we also release it through crying? So there's this woman named Rose Lynn Fisher. She started studying her tears under a microscope. So she dried her tears and started studying the differences between them. Now, here's the really cool thing. We label emotional tears as psychic tears. So, what I mean by emotional tears, am I the only person who cries when I'm cutting an onion or somebody else is cutting an onion? I literally have to go get my kids' Nerf gun goggles when I'm cutting onions because it's so bad. And so of course there's like different kinds of tears, okay? The psychic tears are what we're talking about that are very emotional. We've got things like tears like the onions or tears that really help keep our eyes pure and clean, getting rid of dust, getting rid of bacteria. So what she started doing was, okay, well, let me study the difference between the joys of tear, the tears of joy, the tears of grief, the tears of sorrow, the tears of happiness, the tears of anger. So she starts studying this. She even studied tears of a newborn. She actually has a whole book that I really want to buy. And what she realized is that these tears are actually very much like our earth. So let me give it to you this way. When you look at them, and I'll drop them in the comments below, but when you look at them, I'm from Utah. So it looks very much like I'm looking at structures that are in Moab or that are in southern Utah. And or it looks like looking at like an aerial view of the earth and seeing the rivers and crevices of the earth. So her point was that she was so shocked that we are all so interconnected that when we cry, our tears look like structures on the earth. But here's the best part about all of this, okay? The the psychic tears that we cry actually release a hormone inside of our body that is a natural painkiller. Have you ever tried to cry and like there's like a huge lump in your throat, or maybe like it's painful because your sinuses are kind of starting to act up. So like you just feel stuck and like you can't let it out. Well, in this study that she did, you can truly see how dense and heavy the more negative emotion tears are. Whereas comparing the tears to the joy, the love, the excitement, the happiness, those are a lot lighter, more airy. They're not so thick, not so dense, not so heavy. This is why I love it when my clients cry. I know that sounds horrible, but truly it's because their energetic release is so much more substantial than somebody else who does not cry. It's insane. They feel so much lighter. And that right there is how you quantum heal. That's how you quantum leap yourself because you're letting go of that density. You're letting go of that heaviness. And she's literally proven this to us with her study. I just think it's incredibly mind blowing and amazing. So, tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the last day of quantum Reiki and hypnosis. And we're really focusing on generational healing. Like I said, the breakthroughs that are happening inside that program have been so magnificent. I'm truly seeing women quantum leap their healing because they're taking time to feel through and release things that are coming up for them. They're taking their power back. It doesn't matter what it is that you're coming in for. It could be that you feel blocked in your weight loss. It could be that you want to reignite the romance in your marriage. It could be that maybe you're looking for an emotionally available partner. It could be that you want to attract more abundance into your life, whether that be you have your own business and you want to stop blocking yourself and truly start taking the actions that will attract more clients or more money to you. Or maybe you want to switch careers. All of this can happen, but sometimes we run into that invisible roadblock because our ancestors have held on to their own trauma and passed it down to us unknowingly. So we've been working on what that looks like, how to release it, literally how to release it from our body via breathing, via body mapping. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to focus on generational healing. So we're really going to focus on letting go of whatever is stuck inside of our body. Now, you don't need to know what that is. You literally just have to be a part of the healing. So a couple of different healings will happen tomorrow. Like I said, this is literally the best time to join because probably not offering this again until maybe late 2023, maybe early 2024, if I decide to release it again at all, if I do it live. But if you join now, then you will get all 3 of the prior weeks replays as well as, of course, tomorrow and receive the healing live. So send me a message if you want to join that program, Quantum Reiki and Hypnosis. I will link the comments below the study that Rosalind did, and it has a couple of those pictures of the tears so you can really see what I'm talking about because the graphics are just incredible to me. I cannot get over how dense and heavy those more sorrowful tears are compared to the happier tears. Now, there's also actually one other thing that I wanted to touch on real quick. When we feel like we're blocked and we can't cry, it's likely due to one of 2 things. Number 1, conditioning. We don't feel safe crying because we were told it was wrong, or maybe we don't want that attention. Maybe we feel shame and embarrassment when we cry, okay? Number 2, or we've suppressed emotion for so long that we truly don't know how to cry. So I really want you to walk away. If you gain nothing else from this live, walk away knowing, well, recorded video now because Facebook is glitching. Walk away knowing that when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, when you allow yourself to cry, you are truly releasing and healing yourself on a very deep cellular level. And that, my friends, is the key to quantum leap your healing. All right, send me a message if you'd like the link to join us tomorrow. I love you all so much. Bye.